oh, I'm still learning a lot of more requirements for my, like how, because being a teacher in California is a Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cyvil's World. Welcome to my new office, my new faculty room, and many of you haven't heard from me since my last vlog post, and this is a great time for us to catch up and for me to update you. So let's start the recap. Right now, this is week 5 of California being in shelter-in-place order. So shelter-in-place is almost similar to quarantine orders in other countries like the Philippines. And so when you're in shelter-in-place, basically only essential establishments are open, like groceries, restaurants, banks, and other essential business like agricultural laboratories. They remain to be open, and schools are closed for the rest of the year, and we've started to shift to distance learning, so I can only teach remotely from my classroom or from my home office. And of course, as a teacher, I'm still trying to navigate this new normal. It's a learning curve for me. I'm still trying to learn how to use different distance learning tools to help my students. But I actually want to recap and help you understand um, what happened to me since we just have no choice but to stay at home. For the first 2 weeks of being in shelter in place, I was busy working on my coursework for Brandman University. During the week of March 16th, I finished the computer coursework, and during the week of March 23rd, I finished my health coursework with some other teachers. All of these coursework are for my teacher credentialing requirements. So the teacher credentialing requirements in California is so much different from the teacher credentialing requirements in the Philippines. In the Philippines, finish a bachelor's degree, take the licensure examination for teachers, and then you are licensed to teach in the public and private schools. But here it's different, and there are actually more requirements for international teachers like me. So if you are interested for me to create a different video about it, I'll be happy to do so. To be honest, I was actually happy with the idea that I can just stay at home and work on these courseworks. During the third week, our school district more decided that we will shift to distance learning. During the week of March 30th, that was the last week of March, there were trainings conducted online for us to be familiar with different distance learning tools, how we can continue serving our communities, how we can continue reaching out to our students, to our parents, and continue collaboration with one another. And that was quite fun, and I learned a lot. And so week 4 was actually our spring break, so we didn't have to meet with our students. I had time for myself. I had time to binge watch more Netflix shows and do more workout and just try to do the things that I enjoy a lot. So this current week, 5th week, is the start of the mandatory online learning. My work as a teacher is in full swing because I need to teach remotely in my office. I don't go to school anymore. I usually hold Zoom classes. I collaborate with teachers, other teachers, through their online teaching platforms, and also provide consultation and collaboration with parents through phone calls, emails. So it's kind of busy in the morning. I have some personal time in the afternoon, And also, week 5, for the first time, we've heard that since California is doing great with social distancing and following a lot shelter-in-place order, for the first time we heard from the governor some plans about reopening California. So this is the reason why I really encourage everyone to follow social distancing guidelines more seriously, because this is the only way that we can actually make some good progress. I know we are navigating this situation differently, and that I may not completely understand what you're going through, but at the end of the day, this is for your benefit. And it took me 5 weeks to post my vlog about this, because I was actually hesitating to post something for a couple of reasons. Number one is, for me, there's too much toxicity on social media. I had to actually delete my Facebook app on the onset of coronavirus, because everything that I'm seeing is really depressing. And there's so much hatred, there's so much fake news, there's so much like negativity circulating on social media. So I feel like I have to unplug and distance myself. Number two, I understand that other people are really having a hard time in this situation, and I just want to be more sensitive with what I post, so I'd rather not post anything. And number three, I really wanted time to take care of my own mental health so that I can be of support to others. There's not much I can do about the virus itself, or there's nothing I can do about like making the government be more responsible of what they're doing, or for them to become more accountable. What I can be responsible of is my own self, and if I am healthy and if I am well, then I can take care of my family, my students, and the community that I currently serve. The most important message that I want to tell everyone is how you have something precious as a resource, and that is time. Time for overall self-development. And I understand that for you to develop yourself, there will be limitations, there will be challenges and roadblocks. You have to choose the road to self-development at the end of the day. So you can take care of your physical health by working out, walking, jogging, and cooking healthy meals. For the past 4 weeks, I learned how to love my own cooking. I discovered how to prepare simple, quick pasta recipes, salad recipes, and I also learned the basic of baking, so that's really great for me. And I also work out with my friends on a daily basis. We do the workout online, and it's much more fun. And working out with your friends really like oblige you to not skip it, because there are people who will do it with you, and it's overall it's much more fun. And because of the time that I have, I am able to watch my diet, and I'm trying intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, yeah. So I can do that because I don't have to wake up very early in the day. So I'm like, I have an 8-hour eating window, and the remaining 16 hours I cannot eat anything. I'm now on my week 2 of this fasting, and once I know more about this, maybe I can teach this to you. Number 2 is your mental and your spiritual health. You have more time as a resource, so you can catch up on your reading. You can have more time for meditation and for prayer and for worship, if that's the thing that you do. But you have more time for introspection. Also, you have more time for professional development. There's a lot of free courses online that you can enroll to, even from prestigious universities like Harvard, Oxford. There are like tons of online courses that you can take advantage of, and they are for free. Aside from professional development, you will have a lot of time to virtually spend with your family and loved ones, be able to reconnect with them, be able to check in how they're doing. So I can check in with my two brothers who are in Manila right now because there's a good internet connection, but it's more challenging checking in with my my parents and my sister who are in the province right now. I do not worry much because based on news, they don't have a lot of coronavirus cases, and the island is in a lockdown. So actually I am lesser worried about them. But I do check in with them and make sure that they're fine. And also, you have a lot of time to just pause and reflect and just connect with yourself. Be able to think about like the goals that you set for yourself. What are your goals? Where are you in those goals? And what can you do now that you have a lot of time as a resource? In the past few weeks, I was able to go back to the goals that I've set for myself and I was able to like remind myself on how far I've come, on the things that I've accomplished, and I felt good after. My message for today's episode is very simple. Take advantage of time. You have time to take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and then you have more time to explore things, and also you will have more time to catch up on passion and activities that needed to take a backseat before because you didn't have much time and you're too busy, and you have a lot of time for personal development. So I hope you learned from today's episode, and I hope that I was able to encourage you to look at the situation from a different perspective. Till next time, I hope to see you again. Bye.